Well, David, here we are at the hub of MSU.
Yeah.
In front of the iconic Sparty, which is basically like a symbol of rivalries across all kinds of, universities.
It's a big deal.
And I have a rivalry with Sparty and really everybody because I root for Duke. That's not the mayonnaise, but I'm a Blue Devil pastor because I went to Duke for seminary. And I didn't really ever have anything against the Spartans. I just, in March, I got to root for my Blue Devils. Now, while I was at seminary, Sarah and I took a class together, and we kind of got into a rivalry in that class. It was an ethics class of all classes, and I thought, man, I got to work really hard to get an A in this class because otherwise I will always feel intellectually inferior to my wife.
Don't want that, do you?
No. And so I worked really hard, and when grades came out, I was really relieved to find that I got an A.
Can't beat an A, so you're good.
Can't beat an A. When Sarah came home, I said, so what'd you get in ethics? And she looked at me and she said, an A+.
Wow.
I was like, Duke University doesn't give
No.
Does MSU give A+? Sparty, do you give A+? So that rivalry has been solved. Sarah is by far the smartest one in our family. How about you? Do you have any rivalries?
I don't really consider myself a competitive person. I mean, I enjoy sports. I have an interesting sports story. I grew up a Detroit Lions fan and also a Chicago Cubs fan.
Okay.
Which both have a long history of being labeled as losers. And being a fan, I still enjoy them. So I've just gotten used to losing. So it's really hard to have a rivalry when you are consistently the loser.
That's a good way to just opt out of the rivalry. That fits your personality perfectly,
Totally.
Actually. So today we're starting a new series called Ancient Rivalries. It's a belief series. We're talking about what do we believe, where did our beliefs come from, and why you might want to believe certain things and not other things.
Matthew quotes Jesus quoting Deuteronomy. Jesus says this: you must love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. What's interesting about that, in quoting Deuteronomy, Jesus is actually adding on to it. He adds the all your mind part.
Wow.
So in this series, we're going to ask everybody to put their thinking caps on, because to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your mind is necessary for this series.
Yeah, we're going to make people think in this series.
For sure.
Actually, I think Jesus is making them think.
That he does.
So in this series, we're looking at ancient rivalries: good versus evil, grace versus works, earth versus heaven, purity versus impurity.
And we're going to look at some rivalry big questions. Did a good God create bad things? Is matter or the body inherently evil? And how is that souls are oriented toward evil? Yeah,
those are the questions we're looking at today in this rivalry, good versus evil. And we know all about this rivalry because it's in our culture all over the place. You've got Luke versus Vader, the dark side or the light side. You've got Batman versus the Joker. You've got Dorothy versus the Wicked Witch of the West. These are all rivalries. I mean, we get this idea of like good versus evil in our popular culture. So here's a question I have for you. What's your favorite rivalry? Which rivalries do you follow? Let's talk about that.